My friends, in the first reading, we have heard of family drama. The first family drama in the book of Genesis. And what does this drama, the first family drama in the book of Genesis, teaching us today? Few things. The first, God criticizes Cain for being resentful, for being sad, for being disappointed. Why? Because he was not favored. God favored his younger brother and not he. And therefore, Cain is angry. Cain is revengeful. But there is a lesson. There is a lesson in this family drama. The first and foremost is, if you do well and live an honest and righteous life, you will be able to hold your head high. But if you live a sinful life, then you will be able to be sad. You will be sad and perhaps might live a life of guilt. And therefore, first lesson is do not compare. Do not compare yourself with others. We are different. We are all precious in the eyes of God. Secondly, focus on your goal. Focus on your passion. Not on the goals of others, but focus on your own goal and passion. And thirdly, do not let your sin of jealousy, sin of hatred, sin of anger be your master. In the first reading, Cain compared himself to his brother Abel. He chose to act out of vengeance and anger. And he made a choice. He made a choice not to listen to God, but listen to himself. And not listening to God is played out in the very first pages of the book of the Genesis. Not listening to God. And so we all have a choice. We all have a choice to listen or not to listen. And not listening. What happens when we not listen to God? You know, in the Genesis, God becomes angry. God becomes angry. Cain is cursed to roam the earth because of his sin. And in the gospel today, we saw Jesus is frustrated. Why is frustrated? Because the Pharisees are pressing him down for a sign. So he's upset. He's upset because people do not understand him. People fail to listen to his message. But the response is different. Jesus responds in a different way. He doesn't get angry, but rather he sighed from the depth of his spirit. He sighed from the depth of his spirit. Let this phrase be in our hearts, in our minds. To sigh from the depth of our spirit. Whenever we get angry, whenever we get upset or frustrated. In the first reading, Cain screwed up big time. In the gospel, people let Jesus down. And today, we are living in a world full of sin and temptations. But we have a choice. We have a choice to listen to God or not to listen to God. Amen.